Welcome back. After 9 years, Appalachian State University is getting a change in leadership. Chancellor Kenneth Peacock announced only 2 weeks ago that he would be stepping down. He said it was a difficult decision, but he believed it was the right decision for the school and his family. Peacock had made no mention of leaving the chancellor's office until releasing the official announcement. He will remain in place until the university appoints somebody new.
Also on campus in Way Hall, the Department of Communication is gearing up for its 6th Keller Radio Talent Institute. Reporter Matt Edwards has more.
Oh, that's right, celebrity checkup time, Highway 106, 102.
Joel Gilley, a recent ASU grad, works full-time for High Country Radio.
I'm on-air personality mornings at Highway 106 here in Boone, and also promotions director here for the group.
Doing what he loves and getting paid for it straight out of college? He says he couldn't be happier.
I love it. The people that I work with are a hoot, to say the least. You know, having the small town local radio thing is a lot of fun to be a part of. You get to have a hand in a lot of the different things, and so yeah, I love being a part of this group.
Aside from a college education and his own hard work and talent, Joel says that there's one thing that has helped to set him apart as a broadcaster: the Keller Radio Talent Institute.
Yeah, I would definitely say that Keller has been a huge help in my own career and helping me become a better on-air talent, a better radio professional.
Every July for the past 7 years, the Keller Radio Institute has been held at Appalachian State University. Dan Valley, the director of the Institute, says that the goal is simple.
The primary purpose or mission of the Keller Radio Talent Institute is to be that campus to career connection for the students, and for the industry is to find that entry-level talent that they're always looking for to bring into the industry.
It's hard to argue with the numbers. The Institute has been unprecedented in getting students into the industry straight from school.
73% of the people that have gone through the Institute have now gotten their first job in the broadcasting business, in radio or TV or some related field, and started their career. So that's an astronomical number, really, when you think about the unemployment situation in America today, particularly for that demographic. The secret to Keller's success? Organizers say hands-on learning and networking with a wide variety of top-notch speakers. Everybody we bring in is a professional in the industry and successful in their specific area of expertise. You really learn almost every aspect of the business in some way. The end result is a student ready to break into the industry.
If you're looking to get into radio, if you want to advance your career in any way in radio, put yourself a step ahead of other applicants in radio, Keller Radio Talent Institute is the way to go.
With continued support from both the college and the industry, the Keller Radio Talent Institute should be helping prospective broadcasters for years to come. For Channel 8 News, I'm Matt Edwards.
This year's institute will run from July 8th through July 17th.
While some students hope to attend Keller, others are looking forward to an international competition. Some folks at App State have been invited to compete at Solar Decathlon Europe next year. The competition will allow them to showcase their knowledge of sustainability and green technology. Earlier this semester, I checked in on the preparations. The importance of green technology is well known at Appalachian State. 2 years ago, Appalachian won the People's Choice Award in the National Solar Decathlon in Washington, D.C. This year, they're taking it international.
Well, being chosen for the Solar Decathlon Europe is a huge honor. There's only one other university team from the U.S. that was chosen, so we're competing on an international stage with some highly respected universities. So it's a great honor. I mean, we're really excited.
Last week in Catherine Harper Hall, 26 students revealed their preliminary designs in the first step towards the International Solar Decathlon. The next step is to take these designs, building it into functional homes like this one. This solar homestead won the People's Choice Award in the 2011 National Solar Decathlon. By the end of the summer, Appalachian will start building their new design in preparation for the 2014 International Solar Decathlon in Versailles, France. The competition involves building a house that runs on renewable energy. Everyone was encouraged to vote for their favorite design. Construction management and sustainable development major Matthew McCarter was happy to participate.
I'm really excited about it because it's a way for us to take our stand forward and show other schools that what we can do and what the future should be doing.
The project involves many departments across campus, as well as graduate and undergraduate students. To learn more about sustainability on campus, visit sustain.appstate.edu.
The decathlon is still a while away, but right now it's time for exams. To help students find more time to prepare, the library has officially begun its 24-hour period, which lasts through the end of exams. In addition to extra library hours, ASU offers counseling and others assistance for students feeling the extra stress from exams. And students can find help in the Learning Assistance Program located on the second floor of D.D. Doherty Hall. Some high school students are looking forward to all that Appalachian has to offer. This campus hosted 1,300 young students at this spring's open house. The event kicked off with the Club and Organizations Fair. It also included information sessions on the library and recreation centers and features campus tours and guides provided relevant advice for students considering App State, and they led them around the campus to highlight the university's best features.
And it snowed from October and into March this winter.
It was crazy, and we had dangerous floods.
The weather was simply all over the place.
We'll wrap it up all for you after this break. Widespread flash flooding devastated the town of Boone this January. Flooding local state of emergency classes canceled. Over 35 flooded in places. The rain started the afternoon of the 30th and continued well into the night. With numerous roadways blocked, Watauga County declared a local state of emergency. Appalachian State canceled evening classes and set up a temporary shelter in the student union for anyone caught in the storm. Over 35 homes and businesses were flooded and later inspected by emergency management and U.S. Small Business Administration teams. The administration is taking applications for disaster loans due to economic injury from the storm until mid-November.
January saw the worst rain we've had this whole school year, and while we have flowers and April showers now, we were still getting a little snow as April began. Reporter Will Long brings us back to those cold temperatures.
It's springtime, and in most places that means nice, warm weather. But in Boone, spring has provided snow and freezing temperatures. Classes have been delayed and canceled so far this spring, and if classes are held and the weather still isn't in great shape, the school issues an email saying that individuals should use their own judgment regarding travel to campus.
With this being the first week of spring, this isn't exactly spring showers.
I asked Appalachian students how they feel about the prolonged winter weather and the snow and ice in March.
This weather is absolutely gorgeous. People love this type of weather. They love walking in it, things like that. So I'm really excited about this, and there's supposed to be more to come.
It's really, really cold, so a lot of probably holiday plans right now are really getting messed up. People want to, be outside, and then it's freezing.
Yeah, the snow is pretty much overstayed its welcome. There's a point where someone is like, okay, I just want to relax. Just get shorts and relax. That's not happening.
This coming week, the temperature is projected to be above freezing, but cold temperatures are still projected at a high of 48 degrees for the week. For Channel A, I'm Will Long.
Our last mix of snow, sleet, and rain on April 4th brought a half-inch of snow. Ray's Weather reported over 8 inches of snow fell in Boone during March.
Some would say 3 was more than rain, and snow threatening students this year. The Counseling Center on campus worked to protect students from poor body images. Accept Your Body Week started in mid-March with guest speakers and hard-hitting documentaries and ended with the body painting workshop. Counselors say the body painting helps students feel comfortable with their own skin and use it as a tool for creative expression. In addition to getting acquainted with their own body, the Counseling Center encouraged Barbie doll realism. This life-size Barbie was on display in the student union to represent the influence of such dolls. Barbie is 7 foot 3 inches tall with legs that are 43 inches long. Students who passed by said the real-life proportions were surprising.
Kind of inhuman. Maybe on a different planet I might find an alien that looks like this.
The Counseling and Psychological Services Center provided information on positive self-worth and help with eating disorders throughout the year.
And as Boone finally does start to heat up, we'll show you one local business that can help cool you off.
And we'll show you one local place to help you kick up your heels.
That and more is next. Welcome back. Spring has finally made its way to Boone, and with it, warmer weather is leaving many people unadjusted to the heat. If you want to beat the heat, our Kaylee Jones knows one local business helping the community with this temperature transition.
Now that winter has ended and temperatures are rising, Boone residents are catching spring fever. Putting a spin on the root beer float, and the newest way to cool down is Ethan Peverall's business, Fizzy Floats.
The business features 5 flavors that have been gaining some attention because of their unique names and ingredients. And then, of course, there's the traditional root beer float. Peverall says one of his more popular floats is the Dead Float, named after the band The Grateful Dead.
One of my friends had like a big tie-dye like Grateful Dead shirt on, and I was like, we need to have like a rainbow sherbet flavor for sure.
They came up with the name, and from there, they decided to stick with the Grateful Dead theme when they were trying out ingredients.
We thought of like the dancing bear as the mascot, so we're like, oh, let's put some gummy bears in there, you know? And then I was like, oh, well, let's put some rainbow nerds in there to make it even like more rainbow.
Since back in 2012 when he opened the business, he's been making $100 a day. Despite this, Peverall believes that it wasn't until this year that Fizzy Floats became a legitimate business.
So this year it's become a little more professional. We've developed like a web presence. We've developed a presence on campus. Like students really dig it, kids really dig it, and I mean really all ages.
I asked some of his customers their opinion to find out if these really are tasty treats.
Different. Very different.
Very different?
Very different.
But is it different good, Buzz?
Yeah. It's not too sweet either. I thought it was going to be too sweet. It's perfect.
Carowinds, Dippin' Dots, the ices, and everything else, and nothing really compares to this.
For Channel A News,
Nice.
I'm Kaylee Jones.
Fizzy Floats can be found on the Appalachian State campus and downtown King Street on most sunny days. All of the floats cost $3 except for the Dead float that costs $4. And once you finish cooling off for the day, we've also found one place you can get up and go to when that long day ends. The Parthenon Cafe has live entertainment every Saturday night. Local artists like Luke Combs say they enjoy playing at Parthenon for their fans. For more information about upcoming shows, search for Parthenon Cafe on Facebook.
Acapella groups are getting a lot of attention this year. Reporter Matt Edwards checked that story out too and brings us the story.
On an otherwise quiet spring evening at Appalachian State University, the sound of a cappella music begins to sweep across campus. The source? Legends had become home to the first annual Acapocalypse, a night of non-stop music featuring some of the best singing troops in the high country.
In harmonics.
We are ear candy.
We are
Lost in sound.
With so many groups performing for a packed house, singers couldn't help but be excited.
I think I speak for everyone when I say we feel like rock stars.
We're stressed out to the max, but I think we're gonna leave it all on the stage, and we're gonna do our best, and we're gonna do what we can to entertain, because that's what we all love to do.
And the singing wasn't the only thing people were excited for.
Personally, I'm really excited because this whole event is for charity. We're raising money for Watauga High School, correct? Yep, and their fine arts department.
Speaking to the event's organizer, Zach Fall, it became obvious that this wasn't his first time working with a cappella. Just last semester, he had been in charge of another Appalachian mainstay, Acapellageddon, an event that Zach says stuck with him.
It's just such a big hit, and I really, really enjoyed doing it.
Following the success of Acapellageddon, Zach's director soon asked him if he'd be interested in hosting something similar in the spring.
I said I was interested, but I would have to meet with all the presidents of the groups to see if they were interested.
As it turns out, the presidents were very interested, but had a couple of suggestions.
To not have a competition, and that this time they could choose where they donated the money.
Performers say these changes made a world of difference.
Acapellageddon tends to cause like a big rise in stress because it's competition. But I think though we do have stress for this because it is just a performance, I think the fact that it is just purely to please the crowd will put us at ease, especially when we hit the stage.
There's no money on the line. When we come out here, we're benefiting people, and we just get to go have a good time, sing with some of our friends.
And if the audience's reaction is any indicator, they may be onto something.
It was amazing. The MC just really, really had the crowd going, and I think it went excellent.
If you missed it, the good news is this looks like it's only the beginning for Acapocalypse.
The church said first annual, so unless something happens, I don't see why it wouldn't happen again.
For Channel 8 News, I'm Matt Edwards.
Well, that's it for our semester end news wrap.
We are communication students taking broadcast news reporting, and we thoroughly enjoyed covering the high country this semester.
And we hope you enjoyed our coverage as well.
Have a good night.